Jacorian Flemings is getting reset.
It's document, so that's good.
Okay. All right, sir. Are you Hector Wiggins Jr.?
Yes, ma'am.
And Mr. Parker, will your client waive the formal reading of the indictment?
Your Honor.
Mr. Wiggins, in clause number 24, DCCR 0548, you're charged with the state jail felony offense of theft of property with previous convictions. And that's from November 4th of 2023. And how do you plead to that charge?
Yes.
Are you pleading guilty freely and voluntarily?
Yes, ma'am.
And because you did what they charged you with?
Yes, ma'am.
Your indictment also alleges you were previously convicted of theft, July 14th of 2022 in Montgomery County, Texas. 2 cases on that day, September 9th of 2022 in Montgomery County, February 27th of 2023 in Harris County, and 2 cases on that date in Harris County. And are all those prior convictions true?
Yes, ma'am.
Did you enter your plea of true also to those freely and voluntarily?
Yes, ma'am.
And because they're actually true?
Yes, ma'am.
I have here on the tablet some documents that have your signature on them that the state's marked as exhibit number 1. Before you sign these, did you go over them with Mr. Parker?
Yes, ma'am.
Do you fully understand them?
Yes, ma'am.
And do you understand if I follow the agreement that you've made with the district attorney that you'll be waiving or giving up any right to appeal?
Yes, ma'am.
So what is the, what are those latest? The 22 and 23 cases, punishments on those?
Got here, I've got something for you, Judge. I just handed it.
He's on vigils now.
That's what I figured just based on the counties. Thank you. Do you also understand if you're not a U.S. citizen that a plea of guilty or no contest may result in your deportation, exclusion from admission to the country, or denial of naturalization under federal law?
Yes, ma'am.
State tenders number 1.
No objection.
It's admitted. Is there any evidence that Mr. Wiggins is not competent?
No, Your Honor.
All right, sir, I'm going to find that you entered your plea of guilty freely and voluntarily. Find those prior counts true, find sufficient evidence to find you guilty, and at this time find you guilty of the state jail felony offense of theft of property with previous convictions. Sentence you in accordance with your agreement to a term of 12 months in the state jail prison. You will receive credit on that sentence for any time that you've been in custody that the law gives you the right to receive. I'm handing you the trial court certification that shows this was an agreement that I followed, and so you've waived your right to appeal. I also handed you a written admonishment regarding your ineligibility to possess a firearm or ammunition. Because of the judgment entered against you, you're ineligible under Texas law to possess a firearm or ammunition. Possession of a firearm or ammunition could lead to charges against you. If you have any questions about the laws that make you ineligible to possess a firearm or ammunition, or about how long that lasts, you can talk with Mr. Parker. And so, Mr. Wiggins, you've done a whole lot in the last few years with regard to thefts. And I want to make sure you understand that if you're back in Jefferson County and you commit a theft again, it's not going to go this well. You now have enough prior cases to where you probably could be enhanced potentially to a 3rd-degree felony and go to TDC for up to 10 years. So you're okay this time. You got your deal. I went along with it. But if you continue to do that, it's just going to get worse and worse every single time. Do you understand?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, we'll go back with the bailiff.
And Your Honor, we've emailed the attachment.
Okay.
Discovery.
Thank you.
I have 2 of them I didn't have.
Thank you. Good morning. Are you Isis Martin?
Yes, ma'am.
And Mr. Parker, will your client waive the formal reading of the indictment?
No, Your Honor.
Ms. Martin, in clause number 25, DCCR 1827, you're charged with the 2nd-degree felony offense of robbery. And that's from October 14th of 2025. And how do you plead to that charge?
Guilty.
Are you pleading guilty freely and voluntarily?
Yes, ma'am.
And are you pleading guilty because you did what they charged you?
Yes, ma'am.
You have here on the tablet some documents that have your signature on them that the state's marked as exhibit number 1. Before you sign these, did you go over them with Mr. Parker?
Yes, ma'am.
Do you fully understand them?
Yes, ma'am.
And do you understand if I follow the agreement that you've made with the district attorney that you'll be waiving or giving up any right to appeal?
Yes, ma'am.
And it looks like the agreement that you've reached is for a 10-year deferred probation. There would be a $500 fine and you would be required to follow all of the rules and conditions of probation. Is that your understanding?
Yes, ma'am.
Do you also understand if you're not a U.S. citizen that a plea of guilty or no contest may result in your deportation, exclusion from admission to the country, or denial of naturalization under federal law?
Yes, ma'am.
State tenders number 1.
No objection.
It's admitted. Is there any evidence that Ms. Martin's not competent?
No, Your Honor.
Right, ma'am, I'm going to find that you entered your plea of guilty freely and voluntarily. Find that you're mentally competent and understand the nature and the consequences of that plea. Find sufficient evidence to find you guilty. However, I'm going to reset your case for sentencing so that the probation department can do a pre-sentence report. That'll just give me more information about you and your case, and then we'll come back later for sentencing. Mr. Smith, what is the state's position with regard to a bond reduction based on the nature of the plea?
Yes, no history, Judge.
I'm sorry.
Should
There's no criminal history. This is only arrest.
All right, so you don't have any objection to it? So, Ms. Martin, what I'm going to do between now and sentencing is reduce your bond to $1,000, and I'm going to make that a personal bond. So that means you don't have to pay any money. You're just going to get out of jail. But there's some very important things about that, okay? The first is that if you don't show up for court, then they can come after you for that $1,000. But that's probably going to be the least of your worries if you don't show up for court. If you don't show up for court, you run the risk of me not accepting the plea agreement, and things could obviously be much worse. The first thing you do when you're released from custody is go to the probation department. You're going to get some paperwork today from probation. It tells you where to go so that they can start that process to get that pre-sentence report done. If you don't go to straight there, you also run the risk of me not accepting the plea agreement. Do you understand that as well?
Yes, ma'am.
And then also a condition of your bond is that you have absolutely no
Think about what's happening here. The defendant is being handed an opportunity many people never receive, a chance to stay out of jail. But with that opportunity comes strict conditions, and one mistake could cause the entire agreement to collapse.
contact or communication with Harmony Bodner. That obviously means in person, but it means any other way as well. So you can't send messages through other people. You can't send messages on your phone, by text or Snapchat or whatever else exists out there. Do you understand?
Yes, ma'am.
Do y'all live anywhere close to each other?
No.
Okay, so there's no reason for you to have any contact with her. So you need to show me between now and when you come back that you can do everything you're supposed to, so I don't have any issues with putting you on that probation, okay?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, we'll see you back.
This may sound harsh, but the judge is eliminating every possible excuse before it can happen. No firearms, no exceptions, no gray areas. If another violation appears, the court wants there to be absolutely no confusion about the consequences.
Offenses. The possession of a firearm allegation, is that something that only that uncooperating witness could prove up, or is that something that law enforcement?
There was a
did?
question about whose weapon it was.
Because this is the second MTRP that has to do with,
Well, the first one was dismissed because the only allegation was that he possessed a firearm and fell in possession of a firearm, and he had been on deferred, so he wasn't.
right. And, but still shouldn't be possessing a firearm while you're on probation, regardless of that. So, Mr. Reddo, probably what's going to happen today, based on the information that I've received from the district attorney's office, is that that motion to revoke your probation is going to be dismissed. This is the second time that you're kind of getting away with doing something that you probably shouldn't. I want you to understand at this point, I'm going to order that you are on 0 tolerance on your probation, that you will be on the high medium caseload and required to do everything that you're supposed to be doing. If you are caught with a firearm, if you're around anyone with a firearm, I don't care who it belongs to, ownership.
What we witnessed today wasn't just about punishment. It was about second chances. Theft, robbery, probation violations. Each defendant walked away with an opportunity to change course. The real question is, what happens when that second chance becomes the last one?
If you're around it, it is going to be a violation of your probation. I'm ordering a condition of your probation is that you are not allowed to be around or in possession of a firearm in any way, not in the same house as one, not in the same car as one, period, none. So there won't be any question if there's an issue that keeps popping up here with regard to firearms, that if you're around one, it won't matter whose it was or whose it belongs to, it's going to be a violation. And it's not going to get dismissed. You're going to end up going to prison. Do you understand? You're on a very serious probation, and I have some concerns about what's going on. But you're back on that probation. You still have the same opportunity to be successful. It's going to be up to you to quit doing whatever it is that's going on. Okay. If you have an issue with whoever it is that you're dating or married, then you need to get away from that, because that's going to end up getting you into trouble. Right.